We have movies and shows now. Oh, I'm really excited about this one right here. The Office spinoff called The Paper is going to be releasing on September 4th. I've been counting down to this day because that's also when the NFL season starts. I bet you anything that with NBC having the Thursday Night Football game that they're going to show this right after it. I think that's really cool. It's going to be on Peacock, so maybe it's just Peacock exclusive, but I think that's really interesting. If you can see right there, hold on, I can show you. Right here, that is Oscar from The Office. That's really dope that he's returning. He announced on his Instagram earlier that he was returning, and he's playing Oscar. So that's really dope. Yeah, apparently the basis for this is that the same camera crew that came from The Office is now going to a paper, like a newspaper company in Toledo. So that's really interesting to see. Donald Gleason is a really dope actor. He played General Hux in Star Wars, in like the sequels. He's really good. He's played a bunch of other things. I believe he was in Black Mirror. He's really good. I don't really recognize a ton of the other actors, but I'm sure after watching this, I will. The Office is easily one of my favorite TV shows. I've probably watched it about 10 times all the way through. When Michael leaves, it's really hard for me to watch like the last like 2 seasons because it's just like Michael's such a big part of that show. But it's all great. But yeah, I'm really excited about this show here. This news dropped today that the live action Legend of Zelda has casted their Link in Zelda. Bo Bragason will be playing Zelda. I looked at her filmography. I don't know her from anything. She doesn't really even look familiar. Just looking at her optically, I could see where the Zelda-ness be coming from. Again, with these live action remakes or whatever it is, it's really important to me to be able to see the character in the actor, especially when it's a known visual thing. Maybe not necessarily from a book or something like that, but when it comes from like a video game as popular as Legend of Zelda is, you kind of want to have that look. And I think both these actors, the picture here really doesn't do it justice for Benjamin Ainsworth there. But he, you add some blonde hair, you give him some elf ears, and I think it'll work. Benjamin Ainsworth, I looked at his filmography. The only thing I could really see that was like a little bit relevant was the live action Pinocchio in 2022. He played Pinocchio. He voiced Pinocchio. So it was really cool. I didn't know they were doing this movie. I played older Zelda games like I don't know. I never know how to say this word. Ocarina of Time. Is that how you say it? And Majora's Mask. I played both of those on Nintendo 64 way back in the day. I'm dating myself here. I never played any of the new ones. I never got the new one on the Switch or anything. Maybe on the Switch too, I'll get it, but I haven't done that. So very excited for this. Loved Zelda and Link as characters. Link is definitely one of my people that I played on Super Smash Brothers. So my movie recommendation of the week is 12 Angry Men. This movie was originally released in 1957. This photo is from the 1997 version, starring James Gandolfini, Tony Danza, Edward James Olmos, a bunch of other guys, Jack Lemmon, a bunch of guys in this movie that are easily recognizable when you watch the movie. Essentially, it's about 12 men are on a jury, and they're basically, it's like an 18-year-old kid is accused of killing his dad, and they go into the jury room and they basically, they just show the jury room, and 11 of the guys are all in on just sending this kid to jail and possibly death. And the one guy, Jack Lemmon, the guy way on the left sitting down, he has some reasonable doubts, and he goes through the process of trying to convince everyone that, he doesn't think he's innocent, but he doesn't think he's guilty either. Basically, there's just the stories don't add up to him. So It's a very good movie. Again, it was made in 1997. It was shown on Showtime. It won a couple primetime Emmys. Again, James Gandolfini from The Sopranos, Tony Danza, Edward James Olmos. He's been a bunch of things, but I recognize him from Dexter. He played a professor who ended up like being a villain basically in the show. Very good movie. I am still currently watching Family Guy with my wife. We are having a ball watching it. It's just bringing back a lot of old memories. I think we're still in season 5. We've actually taken a break from watching Family Guy to start King of the Hill. King of the Hill is going to have a new season coming out, I think like in early August or something like that on Hulu. And we just started watching that today, like maybe 2 hours ago. I've watched the first 3 episodes. It's super dry humor. It was made in 1997. So it's way back there. A lot of things are different. But it's super funny, super dry humor. My friends, Khan and Sheila, swear by it. So we're going to watch that and get ready for the new season, essentially. I also started the show, The Quarterback, which this is the second season of the show. The first season had guys like, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. And the second season has Kirk Cousins again, Joe Burrow, and Jared Goff. Really, really cool show. Get a really in-depth look at these guys. I've only seen the first episode. Excuse me. I've only seen the first episode, so seeing Kirk Cousins again is really cool. As a Commanders fan, I have a lot of, I don't have personally a lot of history with Kirk Cousins, but the team does. And so knowing him, getting to know him more, especially with Jared Goff as well. As a Commanders fan, even though we beat the Lions last year, I root for the Lions a lot because I think they deserve to, win at some points. I really like Dan Campbell and everything. So getting to know Jared Goff a little more is really cool. And seeing Joe Burrow is interesting. He's kind of a weird dude. But I mean, I'm not gonna show so far. I'll let you know more about it once I get a little more into it. But yeah, I finally finished The Bear. I was rewatching the entire thing. I had started watching it when it came out. But I finally watched everything 1 through 4. This is a beautiful show. It got renewed for season 5. I can't wait to watch it again when season 5 comes out. Because I watched it by myself this time. But then after I watched it, I told my wife that she needs to watch it again because it is, it's really good and it's a beautiful watch, really good storytelling. And when season 5 comes out, we'll probably just rewatch the whole thing and, get hip because I stopped watching The Bear and then I tried to watch season 3 just without anything. And like, none of it was really making sense to me and it's kind of hurting my head. But yeah, no, it's a really good show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu, FX, all that stuff. It's really good.